Hey, welcome to Kensington. We are so glad that you're here, and welcome to the community as well. I'm Terry Vaughn, principal at Kensington Elementary, and I'd like to show you a little bit about our school and talk about what we're doing this year. Come on in. You have landed in a phenomenal community. This community is so supportive for both the parents and the students. You could not be in a better spot here at Kensington. The best part about it too is that there are a ton of students moving into our building every single year. And so those new students are not the only ones sitting in their classroom. There will be a couple new students in each classroom this year in our building, and that's the wonderful thing about acceptance and the way that we really wrap around every single kid. Our school has always had a history of academic excellence, and I think everybody would say that our staff is the strongest component of this school. Hands down, they are top-notch, and they do a great job instructing our students. Our building is set up like a capital A, where the front of the building is the point, and the two hallways go back from there. The cross line is where most of the classrooms are placed, and that's what you're seeing now. We grouped the classrooms together based off of grades. So it goes from 4th grade into 3rd, and then progresses from 2nd down to 1st and into kindergarten at the end. Inside our building, we have 3 communal bathrooms, and we schedule times for each of the grade levels to visit 2nd through 5th grade. In our kindergarten and 1st grade classrooms, they have their own private bathrooms, so students can just use that during the day. We just had our school outfitted with brand new high-def cameras, and we made sure that none of these hallways had a blind spot, so we could keep all kids safe at all times and know what goes on inside our building. This is our cafeteria and gym space. You can see where the curtain would typically close in between the two, keeping them in their own private sectors. Our gym floor was just redone, and Coach K, our PE teacher, put spots all around the floor so they can have some great games during their gym time. This past year, we have increased our focus on the whole child and really expanded our social emotional supports within our building. Coming up in this fall, we have trained our teachers and we'll be running morning meetings in every single classroom every single day, whether we're remote and doing online instruction or in person, because it's important for us to check in with our kids and make sure that they're ready to start their day before we ask them to engage with the work ahead. We also have freed up our counselor and pulled her out of the specials rotation, so she will be there to facilitate small groups with students who need support in different social emotional aspects, as well as being a behavioral support for our building and helping us wrap around every single kid. One of the things that makes us unique is that we're a dual language immersion school with Mandarin being instructed for some of our kids. We have one classroom in every grade level that learns and speaks in Mandarin. Our teachers come straight from China, and they teach the students not only their target language, but they teach them math, science, and social studies in Chinese as well. Oh, hey there! You just caught me using one of our sensory pathways. We use these with students who are feeling a little overwhelmed or may just need some mindfulness in their day to kind of recenter and refocus. We invested in these last year, again, putting that push into the whole child, because we knew that some of our students just needed to step out of the classroom and take a second to gather themselves. So every now and then we'll have a teacher assistant walk a student out into the classroom and use one of these pathways so they can refocus. At Kensington, we have a beautiful campus. We have 3 playgrounds on the outside, and typically we keep students divided up into sections based off of their age. We have a smaller playground for the kindergarten and 1st graders, as well as the preschool students. And then we have a middle playground for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. And then we have the big bus parking lot that has a playground off of it for our 4th and 5th graders. You can also see the 8 mobile units that are outside our building. Those mobile classrooms are actually bigger than you think, and they house all of our 5th grade students, as well as our AIG classroom. One of the things we always like to talk with our families about when they come on a tour is transportation. In order to get a bus in Union County Public Schools, you have to request a bus. So make sure that you fill out that request if you would like the bus to stop by and pick up your student. Also, with this upcoming year, our car rider line for those that don't have school transportation will look a little bit differently. And as we get closer to the year, we'll explain those procedures and share that with you as well. Lunch will also look differently, and without knowing what that looks like, we're going to hold off on explaining that too. The school supplies are on the website, and you can tap into that and check that out and make sure that your kids are set to go for the year. Those are going to be needed no matter what style of learning we are doing this fall. And lastly, I want to talk about all the fun we have at Kensington. We love learning, and we want to make school a place that your students want to come to each and every day. So we have a lot of fun celebrating Spirit Weeks and different recognition weeks, but most importantly, we just have a ton of really good school spirit. You'll see a lot of students and staff wearing school gear throughout the week, just being super positive and excited, and we have a ton of high energy in our building. We can't wait to share all of that with you. Make sure you follow us on social media, our Facebook, our Twitter, and our Instagram. Whatever you're on, make sure you're following us, and we'll share everything that we have so you're in the loop before the school year starts. We can't wait to meet you all in person eventually, but for right now, we'll leave it to virtual. Make sure you read in the email where you can meet me online for a Q&A, so that way we can talk through any questions you may have about this upcoming year.